Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Helpful Lockpicker here. And the video I have for you today is going over how you can make a Kwikset lock bump-proof with just one small modification. This lock is a Defiant brand Kwikset, but it has the Kwikset KW1 keyway, and we have more information coming up on this in just a second. Please stay tuned. Alright, so this is just a regular Kwikset branded lock. It really doesn't have anything special to it, but it does have this one modification that I've referenced to. When you look at the key, you can see that it looks like a normal key, and it opens up the lock very well. But if you're very astute, you may have noticed that the key pin number 1, you can see the cut where the slot for number 1 is a very deep cut. So Kwikset usually comes with cuts 1 through 6. So when you look through here, you can see the normal Kwikset key pin lengths. You can see we start at 1, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, ending up with this gold one. As you can notice, the key pins start to get a little bit longer as you go, because that is normally how a lock will work. But when you look at this purple one on the end here, that is a 7 cut. Kwikset does make a 7 cut that not a lot of people know about and not a lot of people use. What's special about the 7 cut is it becomes a zero lift pin, meaning that it sits directly at the shear line at all times, and you do not need a key to get that specific pin to the shear line. But that can be exploited in a very unique way when it comes to making your lock more bump resistant, and we'll get into that more in just a second. So why would someone want to use a key bitting depth of 7 on a Kwikset lock? You must surely be thinking that a 7 cut is just going to be sitting at the shear line, and that will probably make your lock less secure. That's going to be a pin that you're going to need to not pick to get the lock open, and it's just going to make it a lot easier to open. But it does offer a few distinct advantages that you may not think about, and I'm going to go over those right now. So let's get this lock opened up and we'll go over them. You can see that this lock has some pretty decent bitting. Its bitting is 7, 3, 2, 1, 4. And let's get this lock opened up and we'll go over how the 7 pin cut or the zero lift pin will be able to improve your security in a unique way. So when you take the plug out, the first thing you're going to notice is that we have the correct key, so you can see all the key pins are sitting at the shear line. Now when I remove the key, all the key pins are going to drop back down and they're going to terminate at their natural depth. So you can see that since this is a 7, 3, 2, 1, 4, you can see all the key pins are sitting nice and recessed in there. But since this 7 key pin is a zero lift pin, it is sitting directly at the shear line at all times, so this one is not going to sink down at all. So a couple advantages this can play is, one, if you're going to be looking at single pin picking, this pin is going to make it a lot more difficult for you to get around it without oversetting it, because if you just touch it at all, it is now overset, and your hope is going to be that it will drop back down and not stay overset, but it can make it quite challenging for you to get around that pin. And then the next thing it does is it really offers a unique advantage of bump resistance. So bump keys naturally come, they are cut to all the maximal depths of the lock. On a Kwikset traditionally, that is a 6th depth and not a 7th depth. So when you get a Kwikset bump key, they are going to be cut to the 6th depth all the way across. So what's going to happen is when you insert your bump key, you're going to notice that it is 1 depth too tall, and you can see in chamber 1 how that key pin is going to be sticking out, and that is not going to allow plug rotation because that is going to be continuously obstructing the plug. If you wanted to have a chance at being able to bump this lock, you're going to have to get a new bump key, and you're going to have to cut them down all to the 7th depth, which is something that I have not seen before. It would not be practical in the field because commercial Kwiksets I have never seen come pinned with a 7 cut depth. So if you would like to increase your security of your Kwikset lock and you're really concerned with bump resistance, this is one step that can be really advantageous because bump keys naturally come at a 6 cut, and you're not going to find a bump key cut down to 7s naturally. A couple ways that this lock could still get bumped would be if you had 7 depths going all the way across, or you happen to know where the zero lift pin was, you could file it down. But this is a really unique way and a very inexpensive way to be able to make just one modification to your lock and be able to increase its resistance from unauthorized access. It does help improve the resistance by single pin picking because it makes overlifting a real concern, and it makes lock bumping very much ineffective. Either way, guys, I hope that you have found this video interesting. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. As always, thank you so much for checking out this video, and I hope you all have a great day, and thank you so much.